Shalom, 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 shalom. Before we even get started with this lesson, first and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakak. Secondly, I want to give double honors to the Elders Apostles and the Bishops of Great Millstone, who rule well and worthy of double honors. And third and lastly, I want to give salutations to all the occupants of the hopeful elect that pushing forth this word and this truth in righteousness and sincerity throughout the four corners. Shalom, shalom, shalom. And pretty much, I'm going to be reading from Zephaniah. The first chapter. And I'm going to read verse 14 on down to 18, man. You know, it's 18 verses in the first chapter of Zephaniah. So we're going to read it on out. We're going to start at verse 14. So this is Zephaniah 1 and 14. It says, and this is talking about, you know what I'm saying, from what our Elders Apostles, start from the Elders Apostles, start from the Elder Bishops of Great Millstone, from the Brothers of 07 on down to us, man. All right. Being and currently and presently giving you warning from Yahawashi, the day of the Lord, man. All right. Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. Telling you ain't gonna be nothing sweet. The day of the Lord is dark, gloomy, man. All right. You know, it ain't great lamentations, man. All right. People ain't gonna be high-fiving and shit. Ain't gonna be no good time. People ain't gonna be on no motherfucking grill. People ain't gonna be having no soul train line going on and shit during the day of the Lord, man. All right. You know, it's gonna be like a time like no other, man. Like I said, man, great sorrows, man, at the end of the day. Okay. And can't say it enough. And we going right in the scriptures. All right. Where your pastor poke chop, they won't bring the scriptures up. All right. Okay. You goddamn Jacob, a circumcision. All right. You know, these off-brand Hebrew Israelites that have you believe and have you thinking American go on fucking forever. They just like these damn churches, man. They're not giving that warning. All right. You know what I'm saying? Of the day of the Lord, man. All right. They putting the day of the Lord afar off, man. All right. Only Great Millstone, when it comes to prophesying, man, pushing the word, pushing the truth, what you seeing what's going on in Cleveland. You know, not Cleveland. I meant the situation that's going on in Gary, Indiana. All right. You know, and other states too. Cause you know, you had other places like Georgia and shit. They was out of power too. You had other places outside of Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? That was out of power. You know, it was out of power, man. All right. It was out of power, man. Okay. And now I think yesterday, you know, they were supposed to, the electricity majority of them supposed to get it put back on in Gary, Indiana. A lot of people, electricity supposed to get turned back on. You know, we all know that was a goddamn trial run to see, you know what I'm saying, how Jake, all right, will react, man. All right, because that was, like, when you talk about Gary, Indiana, that's full of Israel, man. All right, you know, that's predominantly Jake. Just like, you know, Jake dominant cities, you know, like goddamn Gary, Indiana, you know, Memphis, Tennessee, you know, Atlanta, Georgia, you know what I'm saying, you know, those Baltimore, Maryland and shit, even Washington, yeah, I say Washington, D.C., those are, you know what I'm saying, a lot of areas where majority of Jake, you know what I'm saying, in those cities, man. All right, you know, and like I said, man, really, Yahawashi putting on the spirit of fucking Esau, man, to bring forth that wrath, to bring forth his judgment upon you Israelites that failure to return back to Yahawashi, man. All right, you know, but this point in time, when them doors of mercy and grace about to run out, all right, because the measure of wickedness of Esau done exceeded to the point where the Most High about to make a move on this motherfucker and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Most High gonna send this devil with great goddamn wrath after you goddamn fucking Jakes, bro. All right, it could be like a time like no other, man. And you gonna know that, and you gonna know then. All right, you ain't gonna be in the mindset Edomite can make it, man. You gonna know the damn white man, the goddamn devil, man. All right, but nevertheless, man, it says verse 15. All right, it says that day. Matter of fact, let me start back at verse 14. The great day of the Lord, Yahawashi, is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly, man. All right, yeah, they're the mighty men, man. All right, you know, okay, because if you ain't got Yahawashi at the end of the day, like I say, gonna be number of plagues, famines, plagues. Esau gonna have his foreign soldiers. They gonna be going house to house, ransacking. And these foreign troops, man, that don't give a damn about you fucking Americans and shit. They ain't got no ties over here to Americans over here. They ain't got no fucking family over here in America, man. So, you know, them foreign soldiers, they ain't gonna think twice, man, for laying you niggas down that can't take order, man. All right, you know, okay, they're gonna tell you one time. If you can't obey that order, man, they gunning your ass down. They ain't gonna go back and forth with your ass, man. All right, okay, that's time we coming into. Telling you goddamn Jace, bro. Time like no other, man. All right, it says the mighty men shall cry there bitterly, man. So if the mighty men gonna be crying, gonna be bitching and shit, cause how bad it's gonna get, how much death. All right, you know, there's no hell. If you ain't of the elect, you barely got insurance of life now. How much more Jacob traveled out with temptation, man? All right, so there's gonna be plenty of reason these motherfuckers, the damn mighty men, gonna be motherfucking crying and shit or whatnot, man. All right, because also Yahawashi Double gonna put it back in a lot of you niggas' mind. Hey, my prophet's been out there B times early, giving you knuckleheads warning, and y'all didn't take heed, man. So now, therefore, you made your bed, now you gotta lie in it at the end of the day. How the old folks said, made your bed, now you gotta lie in it. All right. Verse 15, it says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble. Trouble. Yeah, Jacob's trouble and distress. See, I tell you, man. All right, day of the Lord ain't nothing sweet, man. So if you ain't right with Yahawashi Double, all right, you know you're not showing you're not displaying your works. You're not displaying your works by your faith. All right, like James say, faith without works is dead, man. So you can't just have faith alone, man. All right, you know you gotta have works to go along with that faith, or it's no faith. All right, you ain't got no doggone faith, man. All right, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, man. All right, you know, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Yeah, a lot of death. And ultimately, Yahawashi Double send them thermonuclear missiles, you damn 2/3 gonna be swimming in that lake of fire, man. When I say 200 million missiles, I meant to say 200 million warheads. All right, they gonna come out of those missiles, man. 200 million warheads that will come out of those missiles, man. And it's gonna hit their mark, man. All right, and that's also the army of Yahawashi Double. All right, those thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, going back into the book of Joel. All right, now verse 16, it says a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high tower. They say a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high tower. And who blowing the trumpet, man? Yahawashi Double through the mouth of his prophets, man. That's great millstone. Start from the Elders Apostles, Elders Bishops on down us and every other brothers that coming in the spirit of Yahawashi Double. Cause that spirit, that's the spirit, great millstone come in. We come in the spirit of Yahawashi Double, man. Start from the Elders Apostles on down. Verse 17, and I will bring distress upon men. That they shall walk like blind men because they have sinned against the Lord. Woo. All right, Yahawashi Double, man. You ain't gonna know where the judgment of the Lord gonna come next, man. All right, y'all know what judgment coming next, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be like a time like no other. You're not gonna be able to skip. You niggas gonna be able to skip the judgment of Yahawashi Double. All right, if you destined for death is hey, most I gonna call your damn number, man, and no escaping, man. All right, and it's gonna be death by pain too, man. All right, okay. It says have sinned. Going back, what it is? They shall know death by pain. No, I think that's Amos, man. I think that's up there in if I ain't mistaken, I think that's in Amos, man. You know what I'm saying? They shall know death by pain. I'm gonna go ahead and check and see if that's correct. I'm gonna go ahead and check in a minute. It says it shall be poured out as dust and their flesh as the dung, man. Yeah, you niggas gonna have no proper burials over here in America, man. All right, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. Okay, hey, y'all niggas, you know, y'all niggas bodies gonna be for the fowls of the air, man. Yahawashi Double promised them a great feast, man. All right, the fowls of the air, man. All right, and here's the kicker right here. Verse 18, it says neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath and Yahawashi Double wrath. Yeah, man, your money ain't gonna be able to save you. Jay-Z, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, you know what I'm saying? Whatever niggas allegedly supposed to be getting that bread or getting close to $1 billion, getting B's. They ain't getting M's, they getting B's, man. So they say. All right, but all that money ain't gonna be able to save these fucking niggas, man, from the judgment of Yahawashi Double. Your money ain't gonna be able to get you on them chariots, man. All right, you know, can't buy your way into them chariots. You can't buy your way into salvation. You can't buy your way into being the elect of Yahawashi Double, man. You gotta be already preordained, man. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. It says the whole land, all of Babylon gonna be destroyed, man. All right, all of Babylon gonna be destroyed, man. We can't fucking wait, man. It can't come fast enough for us, man. And you niggas gonna be destroyed right there within it, man. All right, you know, along with these heathen nations that's over here, along with Esau, man. All right, now the super elite, they're gonna escape that judgment. All right, the thermonuclear holocaust, they're gonna escape that lake of fire. Only, all right, only, because they going to be hiding them damn, in them bunkers and shit, out of space or underground caves, wherever them devils at. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of Yahawashi Shai, hey, going to put it on us where we can find these damn, the angels going to find these devils, man. We're going to be able to find them, man. All right, you know, and when we find them, guess what, man? We're going to yoke their ass up, yoke their motherfucking ass up, man, and put them in them goddamn chains, man, of iron, yokes of iron, man. All right, you know, from your neck on down, man, your neck on down. We're going to wrap your ass around them damn yokes, bastards, man. All right, but anyway, finishing up, it says, and that's the only, like, to, you know, to point, finishing up the point, that's the only reason the super elite, going back to Psalms, that's Psalms 149, the way you devils going to escape that thermonuclear missile holocaust, lake of fire, just to be the first set of slaves, man. You super elite, you gonna be the first set of slaves, you know what I'm saying? All right, and righteously so, man. All right, talking about you the first family, yeah, you can be the first family going to fucking slavery, man. You damn Edomites, man. But let's finish up. It says, but the whole land, which is America, all right, Babylon, aka Babylon, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Speedy, man. Because the Most High say he going to destroy Babylon. Babylon going to be destroyed less than 1 hour, pursuing back to Revelation, the 18th chapter, man. Within 1 hour, the Most High is going to destroy Babylon, man. All right. Matter of fact, man, let's read that too, man. Shit, I love to read that, man. Any damn thing going to the destruction of Babylon. I love it. The destruction of Esau and these heathen nations, man. Music to my ears, man. Music to my ears, man. All right. Let me see where I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just go ahead and get straight to the point right here. I'm gonna start at I start at verse 4. Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven. All right, Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And that's Yahawashi calling up and beaming up the elect, man, to escape that second death. Yeah, that's the only way over here in Babylon, the only way you're going to be able to escape that judgment of them thermonuclear holocaust if you're of the elect of Israel, man. All right, you know, and you got to get beamed up. That's the only way you're going to be, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to be delivered, man. That's the only way you're going to escape that judgment. That's the only way. All right. Outside of that, man, your ass going to be left here and burned up. That means you're a 2/3, man, or a heathen. All right. Verse 5. So that's the importance of returning back to Yahawashi Shai, man. All right. Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahawah have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Yeah, payback, man. That's payback, justice, man. And double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she have filled to her double. Yeah, all the curses, all the plagues and captivity. All right, that Israel had to go up under, we still up under. But Yahawah, we come in the time when the Most High about to lift those curses up off us, starting with the elect on this side. You know what I'm saying? And them curses gonna be coming upon, all right, our enemies, man. Going back to Deuteronomy 30:7, man, which Esau and the rest of the heathen nations, man. Verse 7, how much she have glorified herself, America, Babylon. All right, you know, Babylon got rich, all right, you know what I'm saying, off the backs of Israel, man. Okay. Israel made America great, man. Fuck that, man. We made America great. Not you fucking crackers, man. The thing you did is sit back and rob, rape, and been that culture vulture and a colonizer as your fucking ass is. That's what fuck Esau did. All right, you know, that's your you know what I'm saying, those your works that you done put in, man. All right, wicked works. All right, you know. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahawah, while Yahawashi have remembered her iniquities. So I ain't forgot about you fucking devils, and neither have we, man. All right, he put in our mind, man. All right, and we ain't angry enough. Most High gonna put his anger on, because we ain't gonna be angry enough on you fucking devils, man. All right, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she have filled to her double. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she say in her heart, I sit a queen. Who else? Somebody said as America, man. Statue of Liberty, which is the sign, big emblem of a fucking America. Okay, all right, this queendom. Okay, all right. It says, for much she have glorified herself. America think they better than everybody. They flag, the American flag gotta fly higher than every other flags, all right, in the world. Than the rest of the other Edomite, you know what I'm saying, counterparts, all right. You know, America just proud, man. These other countries can't stand fucking America. And they showing it, man. They showing it, man. All right. It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. Because what they tell you, ain't no place like America. All right. They tell you America, you know what I'm saying? Giving you the bullshit about the American dream. America got streets of gold. Man, ain't no other place. They got hype, over fucking hype. This place over hype, man. America ain't all that, man. Place got over hype, man. All right, you know what I'm saying? That's only Babylon, man. Ain't no other country was overhyped like fucking Babylon, man. All right, where everybody want to come over here and shit, man. All right, and make a nice living, or get rich, so-called get rich or whatever, man. Okay, get the fuck out of here, man. That's America right there. If you can't see that's America, then your ass blind. Spirit of Yahawashi Double Honors ain't dealing with your ass, man. All right, but we better get straight to the point here. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. That's the pride of America. Yeah, you gonna see fucking sorrow. Hey, well, so I'm gonna tell you verse 8. I ain't gotta say nothing. All right, I ain't gonna see no sorrow. Yeah, Babylon. That's Esau all day. You can see Esau punk ass saying that right now, man. All right, verse 8. This is Yahawashi Double Honors. I gotta say, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. One day. Death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord God, Yahawashi Double, who judgeth her, man. All right, you know? So, you know what I'm saying? Babylon is going to get burned up. All right, and Most High going to burn this motherfucker up within an hour, man. Within an hour, man. Most High going to burn this damn place up, man. Okay? All right? And we can't doggone wait. We can't wait. Like I said, it can't happen soon enough for us, man. All right? But with that, I'm trying to... Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Let me see if I want to get one more scripture here in the spirit and make sure. Let me see if it's correct scripture here. All right. Let me see here. Let me grab one more. For the road. One more for the road. Let me see here. That's the. Yep. Here we go. We're gonna end with this. Amos 9. And I start at verse 9. Amos 9 and 9. No, I start at verse 8. Amos 9 and 8. All right, the point going to be in verse 10, but I'm going to start at verse 8. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahawashi Double, thy power are upon the sinful kingdom, America, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, because Yahawashi Double got a remnant here in Babylon that he's going to deliver, and 2/3 of our people going to be destroyed, man. Pursuing back to what is Zechariah 13, 8 and 9, man. All right. Verse 9, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, and yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. Yeah, man. How the Most High, you know what I'm saying, sifting the house of Israel through his prophet, through his words. He put his words in the mouth of his prophets, man. And by the elect hearing the words of Yahawashi Double through the mouth of the prophets, I say not teachers, the Most High gonna stir up our pure remembrance, man. All right, and we're going to return back to Yahawashi Double, man. All right, you know, okay, and seek him 10 times more, man. All right, you know, because we know what time we in, man. And we know we need Yahawashi Double, man. All right, we know we need a deliverer. All right. Verse 9. For lo, I'm reading again. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth, because Israel, the seed of Israel is scattered throughout the four corners, man. And not all Israel gonna be looking like your ordinary Israelite, man. You got Israel amongst other nations that they dwell in, they're gonna be looking like the other heathen nations, man. All right, some of them, they're Israelite foreigners, man. Hey, that's part of the stumbling block for a lot of these jakes too, man. Okay, now all Israel gonna come back looking like a regular Israelite, man. You gonna have Israel looking like the so-called white man, so-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, man, so-called Hawaiian, so-called Africans, so-called East Indians, you know, so-called Arabs. All right, people in the mix of all the seed of Israel, in the mix of every goddamn body, as we just read. And a part of the curse, we'll be scattered throughout the four corners, man. No place you can't go where you can't find a Hebrew Israelite, man. All right, verse 10, and the point. All the sinners of my people, and we know who the people of Yahawashi Double is, Israel, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics, man. And it says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us, man. All right, you know, so you're going to die by the sword, man. And the ultimate sword for a lot of you niggas going to be them thermonuclear missiles, man. All right. But with that, you know what I'm saying? That's the end of my listen. All right. And matter of fact, that's a good one too. But that ain't the one I wanted, though. That ain't the one I wanted, though. This one I wanted. They brought that out shot, man. You know, giving it back to me. All right. This what I wanted right here. This right here, 2nd Esdras 9. All right, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. 2nd Esdras 9, verses 9. Then shall they be in a pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Jake, you got liberty. Your liberty is here now. But what Jake is doing, he trusting in Babylon, trusting in oppression. All right, minding the affairs of this world. Their minds are not on the day of the Lord. Their minds are not returning back to Yahawashi. Mine ain't on no righteousness, man. They want to live it up here in Babylon, man. When they, you know what I'm saying, want to have their cake and want to have their cake and want to have their pie, want to have the peach cobbler, want to have the ice cream. They want to have every goddamn thing, man. All right, that's Jake right there for you. Okay, it says, verse 10. It says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Yeah, niggas getting that money, getting to that bag, man. They don't know Yahawashi. They living it up, man. They don't think they need a Lord for anything. They think they're guys, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, okay, in their own eyes at the end of the day. All right, you know, but they sadly mistaken, man. Like I said, Jay-Z, you damn Diddies, on down to you wicked niggas, you know what I'm saying, wicked pastors in these churches, man. All right, not teaching our people the truth, you pork chop eating pastors. On down to you, Jake and the circumcision, man. They ain't teaching Jake the truth, man. Ain't teaching the real name. Ain't giving them warning of the mark of the beast, which is the charagma. All right, man, all you niggas fall up under that, man. All right, fake ass camps, man. All right, well, leaders, I say, cause you know, we do believe it may be some elect amongst them other off-brand camps that they're gonna wake up out of that and leave from underneath IUIC and ISUPK, GOCC, the rest of them damn camps. Wi-Fi, rest of you niggas, man. All right, verse 11. And they that have lost my law while they had yet liberty, yeah, niggas have a disdain towards the truth, man. Hey, look at all the videos, niggas mocking and talking shit, and we ain't no Hebrew Israelites. I don't believe in that Bible. You know what I'm saying? You know, the God want to have slavery in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be in the kingdom. What type of God would, you know, hate a nation of people? And why would God put us in slavery if we his people? All that nonsense, man. All right, like the God on y'all time or something, man. All right, you got to get on God. You got to get on Yahawashi time. You ain't got to get on our time at the end of the day, man. Period, bro. All right, you can't save your goddamn self, man. All right, you know, okay. I tell you, Jake, boy, they're gonna be in for a rude awakening. All right, but it says, when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised. Yeah, talking shit, especially a nigga woman, man. All right, Most High gonna really bring judgment upon her black ass. All right, finishing up, verse 12, and here's the point. This scripture I was looking for earlier. All right, the same must know it after death by pain, man, because I quoted earlier. All right, so Israel, they gonna know death by pain, man. Yahawashi ain't gonna allow y'all just to get an instant death or whatnot. You ain't gonna just die in your goddamn motherfucking sleep and shit or whatnot, man. Nah, man. Yahawashi, you gonna know death by pain, man. Y'all gonna partake in that second death, man. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, all right. Had my brake locks on. God damn. But anyway, man, that's the end of my listen. I pray and I hope it was edifying to the body, hopeful elect. With that, I want to say shalom, shalom.